Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our flower, okay? And you're gonna go on to your next layer. And like I said, as each one, you're going to cut it and curl it, okay? And like I said, I curled it one way and then I curled it up. So as you go, I already glued this one. You are gonna want to make them taller and taller, okay? And to do that, you are going to glue them farther over, like that, okay? So it makes it a little bit more bent each time. And on these ones, since you are curling them different directions, you're going to want to make sure that you really keep track of how they're laying, because you don't want to overlap them wrong and then have them facing the wrong direction. So just really try and concentrate on that and make it a point to keep them the same. Just lay them down the same way. It just makes it a lot easier. Then you're not running into issues and having to rip them apart. Okay, so I have this last one. Now as you lay these, you are going to want to put them in between the last layer of petals, okay? So again, you only put it on half, and you're going to lay it right in between the last layer of petals. Okay, so the last one, like I said, slip it in there. Makes it a lot easier to glue down this last petal. And you just put it in there. There you go. Okay, you have that layer of petals down. Now, like I said, you can kind of see how you should curl them and how much you should lay them out. So we're gonna go on to our next one. I've curled them already. Remember, cut, curl. And now these ones, you're going to fold them even more, okay? Because you want them to continue to stand up. So you can see how they're coming up farther and farther. Now, like I said, I am only doing the 4-layer petal with a center. You could easily add another layer of petals to make it larger, that it can, and how long these petals are, you have plenty of space to cut larger ones. This biggest petal is a 6.5 inches long, okay? So you could easily, I mean, you could actually put 2 more layers if you wanted to. Just depends on how big you want your flower to be and how full you want it to be, okay? Okay, so now that I have these, I'm gonna do the same thing, okay? I'm gonna glue it in between each one of these. And you want to make sure you stay really close to the edge of the other petal that you glue down, because you have to fit that center in. So you need to leave enough room to get this in here and to lay it flat. If you get them too close to the center, you're not gonna have enough room to put your center in there. And then it's really hard to correct it. You have to start pulling petals off. Okay, so this is the last one. Like, I didn't even really need to, well, overlap it slightly, okay? Glue that one down. Okay, there we go. Now we are on to our next layer of petals. Now, this one, I am doing 5. The next one, I only do 3. And this petal and this petal are the exact same one. They're the smallest petals. It just depends on how you curl them. So I'm going to show you how to curl those ones after these ones, okay? So same thing. You're going to overlap them and you're going to make these ones stand up quite a bit, okay? Because you want these standing up a lot. And those last ones, you're going to have them standing almost completely vertical. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. Here's your center. This is how close you are, okay? You can kind of see what I'm talking about is where you have to fit that center in. So put it on there. Okay, so you have that one done. Again, I'm going to show you how this fits in, okay? Do you see that? Now, the last layer you're going to do is 3, and you could do 4 if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter. But this layer, you are going to fold them in both the same direction, okay? So it surrounds the center a little bit more. Okay, and these ones, like I said, you are going to basically have them standing straight up. So they surround the middle completely. Can you see what I'm talking about? Like I said, make sure you curl both sides in. And like I said, it's totally up to you if you would like to do 4 of these in the middle. It's just going to make it a lot tighter, okay? So you can see where this is going to be. So this is how you're going to have to fit these under there, okay? So you're going to want to put more glue. Okay, there is your last layer, and now all you have to do is slip that center in there. Do you see what I'm talking about? And this one puckered up a little too much, so you just push that down a little bit. So after you have that done, you put your center in there. Okay, and these you can curl up afterwards to surround it a little bit more. You just adjust your petals however you want. Gotta get that center to glue in. And I only did a 5 count of petals. You can do however many you want. That will just tighten up your flower more and more, okay? So I did a 5 count. On other flowers I have, I've done a 6 and a 7 count. It just makes them much tighter, okay? So it all depends on what you want your petal to look like at the end. So then you kind of roll these in a little bit. warm it up. Okay, and now you have your finished flower.